We have our President Pro Tem, Miss Debbie Cook. From Ward 3, Steve Casella. Ward 2, Brian Boyer. Ward 4, Amanda Taylor. Ward 4, Corey Spencer. Ward 3, Doug Link. Ward 1, Scott Wilcox. Ward 1, Oliver Farmer Wexler. Ward 5, John Palmer. And Ward 2, Scott Yates. So, again, thank you for coming out. We really do appreciate it. So if you're able to stand, we're going to have God Bless America, and then followed by the pledge of the national anthem sung by Jason Martin and the Choral Society of St. Charles County. So folks, the floor is yours. Let's give these folks another round of applause. Great job. So folks, we have about 80 entries today, so enjoy the parade and ready to roll. Here we go.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 250th birthday of America. This is the Heritage and Freedom Fest Parade. My name is Mike Elam. I am joined by...
I'm Caroline Hecker with the O'Fallon Police Department.
I'm so excited to do this with you again this year.
I know, we had a good time last year. I'm ready.
Evidently, we didn't screw it up too bad. They invited us back.
That's right, we're back.
So I'm excited about that. Hey, to start us off, it is kind of fitting, since this is the 250th birthday of our country, the flag people are going to get us going this year. It's the 46th year of making sure that everybody in the parade gets a flag, American-made flags. These guys work really hard during this parade. They come up into the crowd and they hand them out and make sure that everybody has a flag. It's always good to have Lee Greenwood playing, right?
I like it. And once they've handed them all out, it looks really cool. Now everybody's got a flag. We got a little bit of a breeze, thank goodness.
That works out
so
perfect.
Warm. Right, it looks great. And they have a lot of flags. Look at that.
They're going to be handing them out across the entire parade route. So it's going to get lighter as the parade goes along.
I'm sure it is.
They have a lot of flag sponsors who helped put this together. So thanks to all of those folks who have joined in to make sure that everybody has a little more patriotic spirit this year.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's been really hot this week, but today is not as hot. I'm not going to say it's not hot. That would be wrong. But it's not as hot.
I can feel a difference. I don't know about you.
I think it feels 100% better.
Now we have the VFW Post 5077. The organization of the O'Fallon Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5077 was called to order at the old Assumption Grade School Auditorium on November 25th, 1945. Their mission back then is the same as it is today: to preserve and strengthen camaraderie among VFW members, to perpetuate the memory and history of our dead, and to assist their widows, widowers, and orphans to maintain true allegiance to the government of the U.S. Also, to foster true patriotism, to maintain and extend the institutions of American freedom, and to preserve and defend the U.S. from all of her enemies, whomever and wherever they may be. Always a favorite.
It is, and the folks are always so generous as they go down through the parade route, putting their donations in. So thanks to everybody along the parade route this year. By the way, a big thanks to Assumption Church, who is our partner here. We are able to be live this year for the first time along the parade route. We've never actually been able to do this before. So, as they say, we'll fix it in post, maybe not. So, whatever happens is going to happen.
That's right.
You're going to see it play out live and in person. But thank you very much to Assumption Church. They have been our partner at this great viewing area the entire time of the history of doing the Heritage and Freedom Fest parade. So
this is a great spot. We appreciate it.
So we appreciate that. We're going to talk with Father Nick a little bit later on, and we're going to learn a little bit more about them. The Wentzville Composition Squadron of the Civil Air Patrol. That's the local unit for youth from 12 to 18. They offer training in aviation, search and rescue, and leadership. They want to wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July.
It's always fun to see young people.
It's a great way for them to plug in and really start learning how they can make a difference. It's a great partnership with the Air Force.
Yes. And they look good, too. Everybody's in sync.
It's not often in a parade that you keep everybody in step.
That's true.
So they're doing
I'm impressed.
well.
They look great.
And you got the parents who are walking back behind in support, handing out candy.
Love that.
So since we were here last year, you have a new position.
I do have a new job. After 6 years, I left Channel 4 in March, and I'm now the Public Information Officer for the O'Fallon Police Department, who we see arriving right now. Made up of officers, as I said, from our very own O'Fallon, Missouri Police Department. Our Honor Guard was established in 2002 and has taken home first place in parade awards for several years in a row now. And you can see right behind them is the O'Fallon Police Mustang. Driving that Mustang is our own Captain Hassenlop. And we want to make a special shout out.
Okay.
I have a special shout out. So in the passenger seat is Max Hassenlop, his son, who is active duty paratrooper. He's home here on leave, but I'm told he's stationed in Grafenwehr, Germany with the 173rd Airborne Brigade. He goes back on Sunday, but his son is home. He's here in the parade. We want to thank him for his service.
We
Of course,
do.
all of our other veterans, but there they are waving.
It's always good to have your kids home. Hey, I think that we've got a chance to catch up with the chief.
We're here with Chief Frank Manini. Chief, I mean, look at this crowd on a hot day. Isn't it great?
It's amazing to come out and see the community of O'Fallon come out and support the city on the country's 250th birthday. Amazing event, amazing crowd, amazing day.
Thanks, Chief. Great to see you as always, buddy.
No problem. Is that a good platitude?
It's always good to catch up with Chief.
There he is. That's right. His kids are in the back seat, it looks like.
The O'Fallon Police Department has so much going on. I don't know if you are the largest or the second largest police force in St. Charles County. I think you're the largest in St. Charles County.
Yes, they keep me busy.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, but a great partnership with O'Fallon and the city of St. Charles with Castle.
Absolutely.
And a brand new law enforcement training center.
Yes.
That is going in. The shooting range is open. They're going to have their driving course open
It's
soon.
almost there. I was up there the other day. It looks really good.
It is really going to be a benefit for everybody who is all law enforcement in our area and even around the region and neighboring states.
It'll be
So-
a great resource for everybody.
It will be. The O'Fallon Fire District Honor Guard is following along. Our first responders are represented very well here today. You're seeing the Fire Protection District along with SCAD, our St. Charles County Ambulance District, who are partnering together. One of the things I love about St. Charles County, as you hear the alarms going off, one of the things I love about St. Charles County, and you saw it when our police officers honor guard went by, the crowd here always stands up and applauds.
Absolutely.
Lots of great support for our first responders in St. Charles County.
That support is really built in to the fabric, I think, of this community.
I think you're right.
And I think that's fantastic.
Tough to compete with a siren.
Now we just need a little water.
Yes.
Spray a little water.
They're going to break out the water cannon and shoot it at the crowd a little bit later. That will not happen. I was just kidding. Just joking about that.
I think this is our first candy shot we're getting here.
It
I
is.
see all the empty bags of the kids waiting, so here we go.
They are all lined up, and the experienced ones know, hey, we want to stay close to the curb because that curb works as a great bank.
You gotta be
So they'll
aggressive,
throw 'em.
that's right.
That's it. You just scoop them up and catch them right there.
I can see them refilling the candy on the back of that.
They get all the family involved with all of the firefighters. So you'll see the kids that are going back and filling up their buckets of the firefighter families.
I think that's great because you
It
know how
is.
much time they spend away from their families, and so to be able to have their kids with them and their family, I think that's awesome. He's
How about that?
he's just.
One of our antique fire engines.
Those are always cool.
Isn't
I
it
think,
nice?
to see? Yeah. I like that. And to your point again, a standing ovation
You gotta love it.
from people. That's
Such
just-
great support for all our first responders.
Having been, obviously a reporter, you talk to people from all over the place, and I just always say, you don't have this everywhere.
You really don't.
You don't, and you appreciate that when you talk to people from all over. So to be in a community where that's just, like I said, ingrained in kind of the fabric of who we are in St. Charles County is really nice. It's
Our
refreshing.
police, our firefighters,
Yes.
our paramedics and EMS, lots of support for
Yep.
them. The other thing that we have a lot of support for is the veterans community. And the American Legion Post 388 is driving in that antique car there, flying their flags. And you see the pickup trucks back behind. That gets us to our Volunteer of the Year, Teresa Williams. Teresa embodies what volunteerism is all about. More than 2 decades of service and thousands of volunteer hours that she has committed to the community right here in O'Fallon. From festivals to historic sites, advisory boards, service projects. If there's something she could do, she has pretty well jumped in, and she has been a great ambassador and volunteer for the city of O'Fallon.
And so much of the, these 4 days is driven by volunteers.
It really is.
It is year round, but this is such a labor intensive 4 days. So we need people like her, and we have them, countless of them, helping to make events like this a success.
And speaking of those people who make a difference, David Schmoll is the Ambassador of the Year. David is a guy who a lot of people may remember when the River City Rascals were here. He was part of that. Then he took over as the general manager of the O'Fallon Hoots. He is now with the Ambush. So he's working with them. David has been a huge community ambassador, and he has really gotten involved in promoting the city of O'Fallon and what's great about living here. We're going to throw it down to Joe. I think he's got a special guest.
When you think of volunteers, you got to think of Teresa Williams. She has been a long-time volunteer. I mean, she's the epitome of volunteer. Teresa, what would you say to someone who's interested in volunteering?
I would say, come on down. You can't have more fun than this. Volunteering not only allows you to give back to your community, but it is a way to make friends, do important work, have fun, and really, really meet a lot of people and know your community. It's great. Everybody come on down and volunteer.
So great to see you, Teresa. Thank you.
Well, we are just thankful for people like Teresa, our Volunteer of the Year. Like we said, so much of this not possible without the time and effort put in by our volunteers.
We do appreciate her. Like you said, she's super involved in everything. Good call on the umbrella, too.
That's the way to be.
That shows you someone who
She planned
knows how
ahead.
this works.
And new this year, we have the birthday cake balloon, a milestone in the making, the theme of this year's parade, because we are celebrating America 250 at Heritage and Freedom Fest. Last year's Patriotic Stars were an absolute hit with the crowd, but this patriotic balloon sure to take the cake. So be sure to stop by Entertainment Alley over at the festival a little later today. You can snap a picture in front of this giant cake balloon. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Literally takes the cake.
It does.
You gotta love it. I love how the ingenuity of keeping that thing blown up while you're going down a parade route.
I'm impressed.
We've got some good thinkers. Hey, one of the things they went by and we didn't get a chance to catch up on, the Dopak family is our Family of the Year. They have demonstrated how volunteering can become a family tradition. They get everybody involved, and they have been serving through our historic sites with their historical knowledge and personal connections as descendants of the Zumwalt family, the big school district here in the city of O'Fallon. Just reminding us that preserving local history is really about connecting people and the stories that help shape our community. So thank you to the Dopak family. So we're getting into our elected officials and the mayor of the great city of O'Fallon. Joe is down there with Mayor Hennessy right now.
Well, I got a guy who's been around for a little while. It's Mayor Bill Hennessy, sir. How are you?
Happy 4th, guys. Happy 4th.
How great is it to see all these folks out here being a hot day?
It's a lovely day. It's a little warm, but hey, it's worth it. Nice little breeze out here. And, you know, I just want to wish everybody a great 250th birthday for the great state, great country of the United States of America.
Amen, brother. Thank you so much.
Thanks, brother. Peace out.
You are the best.
Thank you. We have got popsicles. Oh, the mayor's throwing candy at us. You got to love that. He's got a pretty good arm. You know, Mayor Hennessy has been our mayor since 2009, and I would say the growth that the city of O'Fallon has seen in that time frame has been amazing.
It really has. Next, we have the Council Float. The Sears O'Fallon City Council members have banded together to walk in the Heritage and Freedom Fest parade. Our council members and their families are wishing everyone a happy 4th.
You know, this is the first time that we've had all of the council come together on one float. Normally, you'll see them all kind of going through, and they've got their own floats as they go through. I think Joe is down there with Councilwoman Cook.
We are here with our President Pro Tem of the City Council. It's Debbie Cook. How are you doing, and what does 4th of July mean to you?
Oh, I love 4th of July. This is an opportunity for everybody to celebrate our freedom. We live in a wonderful, beautiful country, state. So, and the fact that we can all get together like this with our families and celebrate is just means so much to me.
Me too. Thank you for spending some time. Good to see you.
No, it's fun.
Happy 4th.
Thank you.
You know, it's great to see the council all working together. You've got a lot of new council members in the city of O'Fallon, so it's great to see them all come together that way. I believe what we're looking at there is the Historic Preservation Committee, O'Fallon's Historical Preservation Commission, joining the Caroline Close Stewart chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. These groups are coming together throughout the year to bring O'Fallon's rich history to life. You could join the DAR at Fort Zumwalt Park Historic Herald Home later this month as they celebrate America's 250 Homestead Days. Hey, Joe is down there, and he is going to talk to the folks at the Mid-America Veterans Museum.
It's America's 250th birthday, so who better to talk to than the Mid-America Veterans Museum? We got Mike Stagaski here. How important is it to see this community getting together to celebrate the 4th of July?
What a fantastic opportunity to celebrate the 250 years of us. I mean, it is unbelievable, the spirit that's out here in O'Fallon. And it gives us an opportunity, right, to think about all the freedoms and liberties that we have and those individuals who have gone and raised their right hand, served in all the armed forces to allow us to bring us this liberty and these freedoms to us.
Perfect. Come visit the Mid-America Veterans Museum right here in O'Fallon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
What a jewel to have the Mid-America Veterans Museum right here in St. Charles, and especially in the city of O'Fallon. We have got a very special float next.
We do. This is the Freedom 13, which is a nonprofit that was founded to honor the fallen 13 and our hometown hero, Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz, who was killed during the withdrawal from Afghanistan. You can see him there on the back of that trailer. I've done a lot of work with his dad, who's there standing in the back of the truck, Mark Schmitz. When I was at Channel 4, we did a lot of work. He's really done a lot to keep his son's legacy alive, and part of that mission is the Freedom 13.
He really has, and he continues to build on that. He's got a great vision. Wow, that was loud. He's got a great vision of helping veterans and helping their families. So we appreciate Mark's family's sacrifice and Jared's sacrifice to our country. We are up to the commemorative Air Force Missouri Wings floats. I guess we wouldn't call them floats. We call them equipment, right? That's more of what it is. Their mission is to educate, honor, and inspire the memory of World War II and later campaigns through the flight of military aircraft and their vehicles. You can find them out at the St. Charles County Airport at Smart Field if you ever want to stop by out there.
Very neat. And here we have the Panthers junior football and cheer, junior Panther tackle football players and the cheerleaders, big group there from the 2026 season. The Fort Zumwalt North Junior Panthers Football and Cheer Association is a local nonprofit program that's dedicated to teaching discipline, accountability, and teamwork while preparing young athletes for high school athletics. And I love that they're all walking.
Isn't that great?
Nobody's on the float. They're all walking and handing out candy.
I feel bad that they had to get such a long trailer for them all walk behind.
That's very true. Starting the USA chant too.
You
I
gotta
like
love
that.
it. So those are the Junior Panther cheerleaders.
Okay, yeah. Oh, here come the football players.
They may have as many cheerleaders as they have football players.
You're right.
This is a fantastic program. So they have these programs all throughout the county. So these are the feeder middle school football programs that feed into the high school program.
That's right.
So all of these young men and these young ladies hopefully will be cheering and will be playing on Friday nights right here in O'Fallon. They are Fort Zumwalt North is the Panthers. They have an amazing football program. They just seem to keep getting better every year.
Definitely a legacy. A couple years, you're right. They'll
That's
be
it.
playing on Friday nights.
Watch out for those frisbees that are flying. We got some cameramen that may be in some harm's way down there.
Everybody looks like they're having a good time.
They are. Working out some good arms throwing candy, too.
That's true. Maybe we have a future quarterback over there.
You gotta
We'll
love
see.
it.
All right, I like the chicken suit that I'm seeing. I like that.
It tells you we've got something different making its way down the street, right?
I don't know about walking miles in that thing, but
That was one of those that I'm sure that was a much better idea on paper. Of, hey, you know what would be fun? Let's wear these blow-up chicken outfits. This is the Farmers and Artisans Market in O'Fallon. This is happening on Sunday, so you can go there tomorrow, May through October. They're at the parking lot at Storco. They're going to be there from 9 to 1. They've got produce, meats, baked goods, bath and body, coffee, tea, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much anything that you want, you're going to find there, and you see a bunch of it that is laid out on the float there. Have you been to
I
this?
haven't, but I want to based on everything you just described.
Well, now you've got something to do tomorrow. It's from 9 to 1, so it's going to be cool when you can get out and go
That's very
experience
true.
it. Kind of like we're having right now. I joke that God loves you all the time, but sometimes he likes you. And right now, he likes us. The sun went back behind the
You're
clouds.
right, and we have a nice breeze.
We're getting a really good breeze just in time to welcome the Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri.
Girl Scouts of Eastern Missouri have provided leadership development to young girls for over 100 years, and it's the 6th largest Girl Scout council in the nation. So those walking in the Heritage and Freedom Fest today are troops representing the O'Fallon area. They come to the police department a lot for their tours, and they bring cookies with them, so I can't complain.
You knew that was going to be my question.
That's a must.
Hey, State Representative Dave Hinman, who used to be a councilman here. Dave would kill me for saying that. Let's go down to Joe and have him talk to Dave.
We are here with State Representative Dave Hinman and former city councilman, as a matter of fact. Dave, I mean, you represent this district. I mean, how does it feel to be out here sweating with all these good folks, huh?
This is awesome. It's a great day to be in O'Fallon. We love the parade every year coming to this.
And it's always good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Dave Hinman is one of those guys who champions local government at the state legislature, so we really appreciate Dave.
And he's very supportive of first responders. I will mention that.
Hey, we were talking about the Junior Panthers leading in, and right behind them, we get the high school marching band. You know, we always joke that whenever they get in front of us, let's pause and listen to the band. And they always stop playing right before they get to us. We've got to coordinate this better. The Fort Zumwalt North Panther Pride Band. They are also joined by the cheerleaders that are with them this year, leading the way. They do a fantastic job. And it looks like we may actually hear something. They are staging. You know, something I never noticed until right now, they have 4 drum majors who are leading the band. They walk the entire parade backwards.
And they're on their tippy toes. Do you see that?
You're exactly right.
I mean, my calves.
Oh, I was just thinking about that. Walking a parade backwards is a very special skill in itself, but doing it on your tippy toes, that
takes some conditioning.
It does. Obviously, they are upperclassmen. They've been doing this for a while.
That's right.
You got to build that up.
Up next, we have the Civil Air Patrol, the St. Louis Squadron, the Civil Air Patrol of St. Louis Composite Squadron Cadet Program, leaders in integrity, respect, excellence, and volunteer service. This program introduces people aged 12 to 21 to the world of aviation. So more young people, like we were talking about, that are getting that introduction into service.
Plus, they've got some cool floats that they can pull.
They do. And again, they look like they're walking in unison. I'm always impressed. You know, I know how much coordinated effort that has to take, and you're hot and you're tired. So it's always impressive.
Well, especially when you see young people being so disciplined and working together. That
really
is
nice.
great.
Yep.
It's just great to see all these young people who are have an interest and they want to get out and they want to get involved.
It's encouraging. Yeah, it really is.
So they start, like you said, at age 12, go up to age 21 that you can be involved in the Civil Air Patrol. I just think it's really cool when you can have a old fighter jet as part of your...
Did you go to the air show a couple weeks ago?
I did not, but they flew over my house.
Did they?
Which
Okay.
was great. I've been watching some of the great flyovers that they've been having in Washington, D.C. and in New York.
Very cool. Yep.
I just saw the French Air Force that was here. We have people, they flew over the Statue of Liberty. How appropriate, right? So we got it from France, and they flew over yesterday as part of that. I know the Thunderbirds are doing a big flyover in Washington, D.C. later on today. It's just so cool to celebrate our 250th birthday and seeing other countries from around the world who are coming and celebrating with us. You've got the World Cup that is part of this, and just getting a great look at the United States of America through all of the world's eyes as they come to America and they experience our country, many of them for the very first time. And they have just been so excited about what's going on, and kind of gives you a new excitement about us.
And we just had the Legacy of Patriots pass us by here. It's a local nonprofit that honors the lives of our military gone too soon through service, community, and awareness. It was created as a means in which to honor Captain Andrew Allman's sacrifice to his country, and the organization connects families with one another to preserve the legacy of a loved one lost. Great organization, great mission. Love it all day long. That's
we
great.
appreciate them very much. Magnolia Real Estate joins us. Matt Becker and his crew, the real estate family that puts people first. They were founded in 2018. They've grown to over 90 agents, and they help thousands of people achieve their dream of home ownership.
Following close behind is Koslow for Missouri. Representative Mike Koslow proudly represents House District 108, which includes Lake St. Louis, Darden Prairie, and O'Fallon. Got a nice float decked out and all kinds of inflatables.
Mike is another guy like Dave Hinman who started in local government. He used to be an alderman in Darden Prairie and then moved up to state. So fantastic to have him and his family here. Another young lady who has done so much for the city of O'Fallon is Ella's Fearless Heroes. Over the years, Ella's Lemonade Stand has evolved into a community event that has rallied friends and families together, all for a common cause, supporting the heroes who fought for our nation's freedom. Ella's Fearless Heroes Lemonade Stand has raised over $140,000 in supporting veterans and military families. So we're excited to see Ella. She's in college now. I remember she started this in elementary school.
Yes. Wow. All right, here come the Jeeps.
Hey, these folks just keep going and going and going. The Midwest Off-Road Hers. These ladies love their Jeeps and love their ducks.
They do. It's the first and largest nonprofit all-female Jeep club in St. Louis. So like you said, their mission is to have fun while also raising money for charitable organizations that support women and children in need, animal shelters, and veterans. So these ladies participate in on- and off-roading experiences that include scenic drives, charity functions, car shows, and parades. There's the duck, like you said.
I knew it was coming.
There it is.
I bet we're going to see a few of them as they float by.
Today's a great day to have the doors off.
Today
That's
is
all
a
I can
great
say.
day.
The sun came back out.
They pop the doors off, take the roof off.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a great day. There's no better way to drive a Jeep and celebrate freedom, right?
It's like the epitome.
It really is.
Got their foot out the door. I always see that on the road. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. It's just so different.
He's got them both hanging out.
Yeah, there you go.
These ladies are always exciting.
They're having a good time.
It seems to be the theme of it. The St. Charles County Fair is about to get started. It is July 28th through August 1st.
I have never been to
You've
the
got to
St.
go.
Charles
It's at
County
Rotary
Fair.
Park in Wentzville.
Okay.
It is a fantastic time. Every day, starting on Tuesday, they've got a different theme. And it's a traditional county fair where you're going to have the truck pulls. They even have things for the kids like turtle races that go on. Of course, you're going to have the normal livestock auctions and all the traditional county fair things, great rides.
So check that out.
That is going on. Every day's got a different ticket price. The weekend is more expensive than earlier, so it starts on Tuesday the 28th. Get your tickets and get out there.
A couple
It
weeks.
is, yeah, at the end of the month. St. John's Bank is a locally owned community bank right here in St. Louis and St. Charles County. They are celebrating their 100th year in banking. Family owned for 100 years.
100 years. Wow.
All right, so these are the guys who always make me nervous.
Yeah.
It's the Moolah Yomo group. The little yellow go-karts of the Moolah Shriners. These guys have a lot of experience and they know what they're doing. It still makes me super nervous.
I agree.
They go flying back and forth and they are so much fun. The kids love them.
I need to see how they fit in there. That is perplexing to me.
Some fit better than others. You know, the Shriners are here to raise awareness of Shriners Hospital for Children. It's a healthcare system of 21 centers of excellence dedicated to improving the lives of children by providing specialty care and innovative research. We appreciate all that the Shriners do. They provide care regardless of ability to pay. So thank you for filling that void in our community and providing amazing health care.
Looks like the motorcycle's getting in on it here.
Oh, he's not going to be outdone by a go-kart.
No.
We're going to make this thing happen. So it's your favorite folks in the parade.
I do like this.
The Route 66 Corvette Club.
So we're celebrating 100 years this year of the historic Route 66 Club. It's the largest club in the St. Louis area, and it celebrates 25 years of camaraderie and community this year. The club actively raises money for a charity, combining their passion for cars with a commitment to making a positive impact on the community. And I just always like looking at the older ones, like we talked about last year, the newer ones. What do you think about the blue?
I like
the blue. It's kind of sharp.
It does stand out. It's funny, some of the new vets, when I first started seeing them when they went to that body style, I thought they were Ferraris.
They kind of look that way.
Kind of had that look.
Yeah,
it's my goal in life, you know, eventually.
To own a...
I'll get a Corvette.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a Ferrari.
No, Corvette. Join this Route 66 club. You know, there's a whole renewal of the Route 66 pilgrimage, I guess.
Sure.
You have a lot of folks who, they've heard of Route 66 talking about World Cup and the people who are coming from around the country. They've shown up here and they're doing the Route 66 route while they're here.
I think that's really neat.
The American Heritage Girls promise to love God, cherish family, honor their country, and serve their community. And we appreciate them. They have become regulars in our parade. Got lots of bags that they are handing out full of candy.
Oh, she's out of candy. Let's pace yourself.
She's refilling. Don't throw handfuls at a time.
That's right. There's
Pace
a
yourself.
science to it. There is a science to it.
We'll be out by the very beginning. The crowd's been really well behaved this year. They're not running out to get the
It's
candy.
early.
The kids have learned. They've seen their staging area.
They know. Yes. The committee to elect Steve Ellman. Steve Ellman proudly celebrates the 4th of July parade with family and friends. Steve Ellman is currently in his 5th term as St. Charles County executive, having first been elected in 2007. Prior to that, he served as the county's director of administration.
He's done a little bit of everything. Been a judge, a state rep, state senator, county executive. He's done a great job for St. Charles County. Cheers, St. Louis. Give us an H, give us an F, give us another F. I'm not good at spelling. It is Cheers St. Louis. Successful competitive cheerleading and tumbling facility right here in St. Peters. We love having them join us for another Heritage and Freedom Fest parade. So we talked about Fort Zumwalt Panthers earlier. So this is Fort Zumwalt West. I'm a little prejudiced because all of my kids went to West. So West is best. Hey, there's County Executive Elman down there. West is best. You wish you were a Jaguar, right? Let's go down to Joe talking with the band leader.
We're here with Rob Stegeman with Fort Zumwalt West, and how are we doing today? You got the alumni out, the band out. How does it feel to be out here?
It's beautiful. What a wonderful day. It's not only so great to be out here in our town and playing great music, but thank goodness the weather's better.
Man, all right, good to sweat with you, bud.
Yeah, good to see you.
All right.
All right,
Love
let's
the bands
see. Yeah,
getting
I want
involved.
another performance here. These
I
are your
know.
people, so let's see.
We'll see if are they going to have to pause. We got lucky that we
You're
caught
right.
them as they were coming
You're
in.
right. I like that everyone's dressed cool.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They don't have the full.
You know, one of the things that I learned when my kids were going through high school is the special commitment that it takes if you are a band parent. These band competitions happen on the weekend, and the parents have to drop the kids off early in the morning and get back at the middle of the night to go pick them up. These kids do an amazing job of traveling all day, doing these performances, and the Silver Jaguar Band has won an awful lot of competitions. We were talking about how great the Junior Panthers, or the Panther Pride band was. We are very blessed in St. Charles County to have some amazing high school bands that win national competitions on a regular basis. So it's good to have the Fort Zumwalt School District represented well here today in the O'Fallon Heritage and Freedom Fest Parade.
Here you're getting your performance, just a little delayed.
Just past us. That's
just
how it works, right?
Inevitably.
I think they were doing it to be kind to us so they wouldn't play over us talking. We would be happy to have them play whenever they want to.
They sound good.
They do a great job.
Mid-America Teen CERT teaches students how to respond to all situation emergencies prior to the arrival of professional first responders. Their goals to better prepare the community at an earlier age and offer positive extracurricular activities to youth.
You know, it takes a lot of folks to put an event like this together, and we are very blessed to have some great staff with the city of O'Fallon, and Jennifer is one of those folks who leads the team, and we wanted to check in and give you a little look-see behind with Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hoisington, Festival Manager for the City of O'Fallon. We are just hours away from opening. Hope you all can come out and join us. We're going to have Entertainment Alley open with all sorts of hands-on activities. Of course, the carnival will be going. We'll have food and fireworks. And let's not forget about the main stage. Kansas will be live on July 4th. See you tonight.
My name is Hunter Davis. I'm the new Volunteer Services Manager here for the City of O'Fallon. My team oversees the volunteers that are helping out for this event and making it happen today. So if you see any volunteers, make sure you give them a big shout out, give them a big thank you. We've got volunteers that are going to be driving the shuttles. They're going to be going back and forth from the ADA lot to the various lots here to make sure that you can not have to walk as much in this heat. We have different volunteers that are going to be here on the festival grounds that are going to be running things like Entertainment Alley, the heat relief tent, and all sorts of other places. So if you see them in the red volunteer shirts, make sure to say hello and say thank you.
Hey guys, it's Kristen Chestnut, Community Engagement Manager for your Parks and Recreation Department. We're out here at Heritage and Freedom Fest where we cannot wait to celebrate another 4th of July with all of you. We have a fantastic carnival, delectable bites. We've got Entertainment Alley opening where we've got chainsaw carving, Lego art, tons of family-friendly games and activities. We cannot wait to rock out tonight on main stage, headlined by Kansas, and then of course, one last fireworks display to light up the night and celebrate an incredible 4th of July.
So elected officials are always in parades, and this one we have two ladies who are state representatives who are working together. State Representative Wendy Hausman and State Representative Terry Violet. Wendy's husband is driving the truck, and Terry's float's in the back. So there you go.
Look at the float. It's a voting box with a little ballot that's moving up and down. That's kind of clever.
They are doing a theme of women's suffrage and celebrating women voting. That's their theme this year.
The Missouri-Illinois Bronco peeps wish everyone a happy 4th of July. This active community of local Ford Bronco owners and enthusiasts connect folks from the greater St. Louis area through local meetups, trail rides, and more. If you have a car you like, there's a club for it.
I'm learning that. I think the Bronco people said we will not be outdone by those Jeep people. We are going to celebrate it. And
there's a lot of them.
You've seen the resurgence of a Bronco, right? It was around for a long time. It went away. Ford gave it a break. And then they started bringing it back. And these new Broncos are amazing. And I think that's what you're seeing the majority of here go by are these new Ford Bronco designs.
I haven't seen some of these. You're right. The roof comes down. Yeah, these are nice. And there's a lot of them. They might have more than the Jeep ladies. I don't know.
Not saying it's a competition till it becomes one, right?
That's right.
This is the first time that we've had the Missouri-Illinois Bronco peeps
I was going to say,
show
I
up.
don't remember this from last year.
We
Very
didn't
nice.
have them before, so we've had Jeeps, we've had Corvettes, now we've got Broncos.
We're like the Tauruses or the...
We'll see what's going to... We're Chevy. They had Corvettes, so that was Chevy.
We got
so
that.
We've got Jeep, we've got Ford, we've got Chevy. Chrysler's going to have to throw something in here before long. I'm waiting for the Ferrari Club to come by. I haven't seen that yet. St. Charles County is the wealthiest county in the state of Missouri with an average median household income of over $104,000. So who knows? We may have some Ferrari people here.
You might be one of them one day.
Hey, we'll see how that works out. I'm loving the Bronco blow up.
It's very on theme.
That is. We are on brand with that today. Here's one that they took the whole top down and took the doors off.
Olson for the people. Jen Olson wishes everyone a happy and patriotic 250th Independence Day. She is currently a candidate for Director of Elections in St. Charles County.
You know, for those of you who are watching us live right now, after the parade today, there are a ton of events going on over at Ozzie Smith Field that we would love for you to go check out. I'm really excited because the headliner tonight is Kansas. And for me, that goes back my first concert, 1982.
Really?
Yes, I'm that old. Kansas and Heart at the Hammond Student Center in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay.
Went up there, saw that show.
I know a couple songs through
there
my
you
parents, so I'm not they're not totally foreign to me. But I went up last night. It was country night. It was a great time. It was
Lorna Elena.
hot, but yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The sun goes down. It cools off.
It does, and the crowd is always great.
Yeah, it was. Everyone was in a good mood.
Yes.
Everybody was happy. There were no issues. It was just a good, fun environment to be in.
I think today's going to be an even better day because it's cooled off a little bit compared to what it was yesterday. It's a Saturday, right? So some people were off yesterday. Some people still had to work. Today, hopefully, everybody's going to come out and enjoy all the festivities that are going on. I think everything gets started, around 2-ish?
I think the fest grounds open about noon.
There you
We
go.
got Entertainment Alley, the rides, there's music throughout the day. The dunk tank
Hey.
will be going on.
How did that go, by the way? I think we're going to have some footage of that later on. I bet
felt
it
really
probably.
good.
I was thinking, probably
was
felt pretty good to hit that
the
water.
best day ever to be in that water.
Is this part of that freshman hazing that goes on? That says,
I was
hey,
a willing
you're the new
participant.
Person? There you go.
But no, it was a lot of fun. We raised some good money for charity, and Officer Sid, who was our Officer of the Year at the O'Fallon Police Department, was torturing me. His office is right next to mine, so he was letting kids run up and hit the button, even if they didn't. Yeah, we had a good time.
He's like, wait, she looks like she's drying out.
That's what he kept saying, exactly.
The O'Fallon Golf Cart Mafia has joined the parade. You know, St. Charles County is really turning into a golf cart community. We are getting them a little bit of everywhere. And it used to only be golf carts on the golf course, but they have become a whole new way of transportation around the county. And some of these golf carts are pretty amazing.
They're really nice.
They
if
are
you ever see
tricked
them,
out.
Yeah.
So in this group, you've got a little bit of everything. You've got some folks who have traditional golf cart style carts, and then you've got some that, I guess golf cart is a broader sense of the word, right?
I think of some of them like I'd see on a golf course, and then I see some like I'm being chartered around.
Exactly.
You know, like a property, right.
So like you said, if you've got a vehicle, there's probably a club for you. So if you're a golf cart kind of person, welcome to the O'Fallon Golf Cart Mafia.
That's right.
I'm sure they would love to have you join their group. If they stop by Cottleville, they'll find thousands of them.
That is very true. There are parking spaces designated for golf carts.
They really are. Try to help more people get good parking.
It is a convenient. I don't have one. It's a convenient way to get around when it's
really
nice
is.
out. I understand. So maybe not today. It's just too hot to be cruising around on a golf cart. I don't know. I need the air conditioning. Maybe I'm weak.
If you find the clouds, it's a good time.
You're right.
Good time to be in a golf cart. They look like they're throwing out some unique stuff. I don't know what all she's flinging to the crowd, but some of those things look kind of unique.
Yeah. And like you said, all of these kids still having a good time.
So we talked about the fact that we are at Assumption Church right here. Assumption Catholic Church has been an amazing partner for us. And Father Nick is the guy who runs everything here. We had an opportunity before the parade today to catch up with him.
Morning, I'm Father Nick Castenholtz. I'm pastor here at Assumption Parish. We've been here 155 years, and we're glad to see the parade here again every year, the Heritage and Freedom Fest for O'Fallon. It's been a history for us, it's been a history for the area. We love to see everyone here, for our Cole community, our parish, our school, and it just helps build up the community. Hope everyone has a great 4th of July. God bless.
Thank you, Father Nick. We really appreciate you and Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary Parish for being great partners for us here. Thank you so much.
The St. Louis Lady Cyclones Hockey Club is celebrating their girls winning second place at Nationals this year. The Lady Cyclones is a volunteer-run youth girls hockey organization dedicated to empowering female athletes through the sport of hockey. They were founded in 2002, and the club has grown into one of the largest all-girls hockey programs in North America, helping girls ages 4 to 19. That's pretty impressive right here.
You know, I have seen so many ladies step into this sport lately. It is really growing.
It is. It's
You're seeing
very popular.
A lot of girls who are getting into it. This lifted Jeep, look at that. He is running over his buddy's wheel. That is kind of crazy.
There's a club for you.
There's a club for you. There you go. That is where you know you have trust with your friends, because I would not let you ride your Jeep up on the side of my Jeep. I don't think I would trust you from that standpoint. But that just goes to show you that hockey parents spend a lot of time together while the girls are out doing their practices and games. there's a lot of travel that happens with these club sports. So the parents get to know each other, and
Very
they
well.
really turn into an extended family. Congratulations again for being the runners-up. 10 U girls be runner-ups in nationals. So the St. Louis Lady Cyclones, congratulations. So we talked about there's a club for everything. Evidently, there's multiple Jeep clubs, and the Jeeps just keep expanding. So you had the off-road HERS that we saw go through,
Right.
which seemed to be down in numbers a little bit earlier that we saw today compared to last year. But I'm wondering if it's because they may have some split family here. Some of the ladies probably are in a family club, and that could be the Ducking Jeeps SCMO. It's a local family-friendly Jeep group dedicated to giving Jeepsters another reason to crack a smile. How about that?
Got some competing Jeep groups.
Competing
Look out.
Jeepers. Jeepers Creepers. I got to tell you, though, these Jeep folks seem to always be in a good mood, and they're having a good time.
They are.
It's not just for ladies anymore.
We have a candy
Candy gun.
gun. They're shooting off candy. Okay.
You know, we have a group of judges that are next to us here, and they are judging all of the floats that come through. And you get to know the folks who have been here, done that, because they know where the judges are, and they make special attention to shoot some special candy
I
up
like
in the
that.
judges area. You gotta love that.
I do like that.
Not that they're gaming the system. I would not say that.
They're capitalized. They know what they're doing.
That's it. Put your best foot forward.
That's right.
You gotta love it. It's one of the few times you'll get to ride on O'Fallon streets on the top of your Jeep, and you're not going to get stopped.
I was going to say, I can't condone that behavior.
Being the PIO for the city, I am not going to
No
condone
comment.
that action.
Second to None Exteriors provides roofing and storm damage repair services to St. Charles County and surrounding areas. Today, they are walking to honor Marine Master Sergeant Vietnam veteran Richard Eckler, the company's owner's father. I'm sure they unfortunately or fortunately have been very busy with a lot of the storm damage we've had over the last year.
I bet they have.
Yeah. A lot of people needing help.
I love the fact that he's got the Go Cam.
He's multitasking.
He is.
Again, only in a parade.
We wouldn't suggest that you do this when you ride around, but
If you're going to do it, this is the time to do it.
This is the time to do it for sure. That is true.
Yeah, I know a lot of people still getting. I got new roof, new siding from last May's.
Oh, wow,
tornado.
really?
Yeah. So they've been busy, I'm sure, in St. Charles County.
Just like the HVAC folks who are very busy.
I don't even want to
right
see my
now.
electric bill. It's been so hot. But yes.
There's a lower lot right here? Yeah. Okay. We're just at the lower lot just right here.
Okay, thank you.
Former Missouri Senator and candidate for St. Charles County Executive, Bill Eigel. He joins us here on Main Street. Eigel is running for the top position, county executive, in the third largest county here in the state that twice elected him to the Missouri Senate.
Now, who wouldn't be excited to see a giant ice cream cone?
It sounds so good.
Oh, Culver's wants every guest that chooses Culver's to leave happy. They invite you to visit their location on Mexico Road, and that big ice cream cone looks delicious.
I want to know what they're handing out. Somebody has a Culver's bag and is handing something out. I feel like I'm missing out.
I'm going to guess it's not ice cream.
I'll take a coupon.
There you go. I am not above it.
And he has beads.
A custard with beads.
That's a hot gig today.
Yep, that's a rite of passage as a new employee. It says you have to make that.
That's a good employee.
Hey, we've talked about our Corvettes that made it through with Route 66. Not to be outdone, this is the original Corvette Club of St. Louis. Another vibrant group of local Corvette enthusiasts who take pride in celebrating the legacy and performance of America's favorite sports car. This is where you get to see those throwback vets.
Here we go.
That
That's right.
you were so excited about last year. The Route 66 Club had a lot of the newer vets, and the original,
throwbacks.
as the name would imply, has got an awful lot of those.
I agree with
throwback
you,
vets.
though, seeing some of these new ones. It does kind of look like a Ferrari.
It kind of has that
It really
feeling, doesn't
does,
it?
from the front.
You got to love American muscle. And a Corvette has been that thing that has really kind of stood out in that space since when? The 1950s? Is that when the first Vet
You would
was?
know.
I thought you were a Corvette person. You threw some Corvette knowledge on me last year. I was like, oh.
That's way before my time.
Oh.
I think the heat is getting to some people just a little bit.
Unfortunately,
we hate to see that,
we've
but
had some folks who've
yeah.
shown up here, the paramedics, thanks to SCAD and their paramedics for being here today. If you're out in that sun, it can be pretty brutal.
It's a lot. It is.
It's good to remind people, hey, when you're out and about, make sure that you are hydrating. We hope that folks in the parade are able to listen to the broadcast this year. If you're not able to be here and you're following along at home or wherever you might happen to be, we appreciate you tuning in to the Heritage and Freedom Fest.
Erica Bridges began her career in the finance department before moving to the assessor's office in St. Charles County, where she worked for several years under former county assessor Scott Shipman and now under current county assessor Travis Welch. Erica is running for St. Charles County Collector of Revenue.
St. Gianni Catholic Church is joining us next. Being that we're right here at a Catholic church, it's good to see other members of the family stopping by. They are in the parade every year. We appreciate them joining us and being a regular as part of the Heritage and Freedom Fest parade.
Ooh, they have some water guns. That's a good idea.
There may be some personal use there. Nice job.
I like that. Judy Gambino is a candidate for St. Charles County Council, representing St. Peter's and the surrounding area.
Tim and Melba Walters said, hey, we've got a cool car. Let's get involved in this thing. So they jumped in with their 1932 Ford Roadster and have joined us today. You know, pretty much anybody can be in this parade. If you want to join, we would love to have you. It's just a part of showing how everybody keeps jumping in and being a member.
Home Shield Foundation Repair is right behind them, your local trusted foundation repair expert. Hopefully you don't have any issues with your foundation, but if you do,
those folks have probably been pretty busy as well, because with all the hot and cold, I'm sure a lot of folks have done that. I've seen their trucks in my neighborhood. So I know they're getting around
busy.
and making some rounds. You know, I wrote in my county blog last month in looking at the 250th birthday of America. And I know you would never remember this because this was way before you, but I remember as a 10-year-old boy the 200th anniversary of the United States of America. And I remember running around in Piggott, Arkansas. And back then, they had all kinds of stuff of Revolutionary War soldiers who were walking around and being in the parade. And we did some stupid things like had bottle rocket fights on the baseball fields.
Oh, wow.
I know. The things that you're like, you know, God was watching out for me that I'm still here today. But it was one of those kind of things where it's great to see how the country has evolved just from a 200th to the 250th. Speaking of folks who show up on a regular basis, this is a group that has been with us every year. Normally, they're at the very end of the parade, but we moved them up this year. The Sadhu Malsul, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but the martial arts family, they want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday. The martial arts can be for everybody, regardless of age, gender, experience levels, and throughout all of their program, their students learn not only the necessary skills to protect themselves, but they stand behind their realistic and practical approach. It builds confidence to every member, and we appreciate them being a member of our parade every year. Their group is always very large.
I'm not messing with them.
That's right. They always walk with confidence. And it's a good, diverse group of ages.
It is.
That tend to join us. So
very cool.
The Treat Box Guy and Bite Me Candy Company have joined us for this. So Craig Postal and Scott Nyberg are the two guys who own that. Craig owns Treat Box and Scott owns Bite Me Candy. It's freeze-dried candy.
Have you ever had that?
It's pretty good.
I haven't had it.
He also has Pudgy Udder ice cream, which is really good on a day like this as well.
Okay, I gotta try this.
Here's a favorite.
You're right. The O'Fallon Knights of Columbus 2269 salutes America and our veterans. We got some live music going on there.
How about that?
The O'Fallon Knights of Columbus Council 2269 is comprised of members of the Assumption and St. Barnabas Catholic Churches here in O'Fallon. He sounds pretty good.
He does.
I like that.
Doing a little Toby Keith throwback for us.
Live music is always a plus.
I always appreciate the floats that go the extra step and do things like that. Having somebody who's going to play acoustic guitar and sing some patriotic songs as they go through, you got to love it.
Yeah.
The O'Fallon Elks are proud supporters of our community, our veterans, and our youth since 1979. The Order invests in educational and patriotic, community-minded programs here in our community, and they host all kinds of amazing events at the Elks Lodge here in O'Fallon. It seems like I am there at least every other month, if not every month. There is so much that is going on at the Elks Lodge. Joe is down there talking with some of the Elks Lodge
Amy
folks.
Roberts with the O'Fallon Elks Lodge. You do so much for the community. How does it feel to be out in it with these folks here today?
We just love it. It's so much fun, and the patriotism, the celebration of veterans and of our country, and it's really a lot of what we stand for as Elks. So it's great to see everybody out here having a great day.
Always a great float. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, Jason Law is running for St. Charles County Executive with more than 25 years of law enforcement experience. As a lieutenant colonel and one of the area's senior police officials, Jason holds operational responsibility for more than 1,300 personnel. Whew, the sun came back out.
The sun, you can feel the difference.
Where's the breeze?
Hey, I appreciate our staff here in keeping us hydrated.
They are.
Thank you very much to all the crew here. The O'Fallon folks that put together an event do it first rate, and I always appreciate the opportunity of getting to work with this staff because they do it really, really well. From the mayor all the way down, Mike Snowden, who's the director of administration, they have definitely put together a fantastic team here, and I just wanted to say thanks to all the team here at the O'Fallon Heritage and Freedom Fest in particular, but for the city of O'Fallon in general. You guys do a great job. We appreciate you.
It takes a lot of work and
It
a lot of
does.
coordination and a lot of planning. And you're right, you got to have the right people in place to make it successful, and we definitely do.
Seeing the Cornerstone United Methodist Church, a multi-generational community of faith here in O'Fallon, real people, real friends, real hope, doing their float of Vacation Bible School. Growing up as a preacher's kid, I spent all my summers at Vacation Bible School and just talking about putting big events together. I appreciate all those folks who put a Vacation Bible School together at whatever church is together in the city of O'Fallon, but obviously they have it going there at Cornerstone UMC. If your kids want to get involved, it's coming up the 13th through the 16th.
There you go. Ages 4 to 5th grade, 9 to noon, kind of a half day.
That's it.
That's perfect.
Get them in before it gets hot.
Exactly.
Right? Get everybody in, get them out. Hey, Joe's walking along the crowd, having some conversations with folks. I think he stopped somebody. Joe, who you got down there?
We are here with the official Man on the Street interview. How you doing here today? Tell us what you think about this amazing parade.
Well, first of all, just the independent spirit is amazing. Seems like everybody's having a good time. Just thankful for the American flag everywhere. It's everywhere, and it seems like that spirit, that momentum just keeps going throughout the whole parade. It's a great atmosphere, actually. First one I ever been to over here on this side of the river. Yeah, we're from St. Louis County side, so we're over here on St. Charles County. You guys do a great parade over here. Lots of people, lots of excitement. And man, all the cold drinks and the little popsicles, great idea. But no, thank God for freedom that we have and the liberty that we have, that we can celebrate this 250th year. What a day.
Happy
It's
4th of
epic.
July.
It's epic. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
That's a Man on the Street right there. Back to you.
Thank you.
So the F3 folks walked by while Joe was talking there. Former Councilman Jim Ottemeyer, Dr. Ottemeyer was in there with that. Hey, you talked about there's stuff going on for your kids all the time. Baseball. St. Louis, we go hand in hand, don't we?
We do. I don't know if you saw the Cardinals laid on the Cubs yesterday.
That did not hurt at all.
Nope, it was good. St. Louis Warriors is a nonprofit Christian baseball organization that teaches young players more than just baseball. The mission is to develop character in young men and teach them to play baseball with class and help them achieve their highest potential as both players and people. Additionally, they also train coaches who inspire and lead effectively. Got a mixture there. I know we had football and cheer earlier. The baseball players for now are on the float. We'll see if that changes. They got a long ways to go.
They do.
But they're throwing candy. They're having a good time.
They're pacing themselves.
They are pacing themselves.
It is election season.
It is election season, and Michelle McBride has served as the collector of revenue for St. Charles County since 2007, and she is running for re-election this August. She's a member of the St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish, a Girl Scout troop leader, and a Cub Scout den leader.
So we've had football, we've had baseball, of course.
Here we go.
We had to have soccer.
That's right.
St. Louis Fire FC is the only Missouri club offering a complete pathway to pre-professional soccer for both male and female athletes. This unique offering provides a rare opportunity for young players to ascend through the ranks with a direct path towards senior level competition. Watched some amazing World Cup soccer last night. Man, that Argentina game was amazing.
I saw they won, right?
They did.
They did win.
But
it
we
was
went
close.
into overtime.
Yeah.
Cape Verde, I believe, was the country. 500,000 people in that country, and they took the former
Very cool.
World Cup champions down to the wire. Miss Teen Great Plains and Grace's Wish, honoring God. Miss Teen Great Plains Isabel Grace is making community milestones with Grace's Wish. We appreciate them being here again, singing live music.
Is
as
she
they
really?
go.
I thought
That's
that was a
her in the
recording.
back there. She sounded like
Oh my
it was a
gosh.
recording, wasn't it? She's actually doing that in the back of the
Wow,
truck.
I thought that was not. You're right.
You gotta love
Incredible.
it. See, the folks who are making the extra effort.
I'm impressed. Tanya Mum is running for St. Charles County Associate Circuit Judge.
Hello.
Okay. Tanya Mum grew up in St. Charles and has spent the last 30 years serving our community in the St. Charles County Prosecuting Attorney's Office. And that truck is very loud.
That truck is very big. It is a large,
It's
loud
eye-grabbing.
truck.
Yes, that too. Oh, there come the clouds.
Yeah,
Thank
you gotta
you.
love that break. I'm sure the crowd really appreciates the
It
break
feels good.
in the clouds right now. Whenever you get that nice breeze that joins it. It's a good one too.
It is. Now everybody's got fans in the crowd. They're handing out fans. Do you see that?
That is a smart move. That is something that everybody's going to be using for the rest of the
I'd say
day.
I'd hold on to it.
Welcome the Oaks of O'Fallon, where compassionate care, meaningful connections, and vibrant senior living come together every day. The Oaks of O'Fallon is a hidden gem situated on 7 wooded acres, nestled away from the hustle and bustle of city living. The Oaks of O'Fallon features quaint rooms and suites, 2 dining rooms, a beautiful patio, and a religious chapel for our residents to enjoy.
Nice.
So thanks to the Oaks for joining us today.
We're going to hear that all the way down the
We are
street.
going to hear that for a while. All right, these folks are the mayor's choice. Church on the Rock always goes above and beyond, and they always have an amazing presence in the parade. And they are the mayor's choice this year.
I like that cake. It rotates.
How about that? Signing the Declaration of Independence
I like
with a
that.
spinning cake.
Smoke.
Oh, how about that? I'm starting to see why the mayor picked them.
I like it.
The military is represented, and a sound system that you can hear in Forestell.
Very cool. I like that.
Even the sparklers on the back.
A lot of nice little touches. They have a big contingent of people.
They do. And they have people from all around the region who come to their church. So you have folks from all the way from Illinois who drive
That's
over to Church
incredible.
on the Rock.
Wow.
They really have a huge following.
Oh, and I like the vest. It says Candy Team.
Oh, that is awesome.
I like that.
Your logo, that means you're professional.
Gateway Realtors is family owned and operated with almost 100 years of combined experience. Let our family help yours with all of your real estate needs. In St. Charles County, as you know, popular place to live.
It is.
Can be a tough place to get a house.
It can be. It's good to have a friend who's a realtor.
That's right.
You know, in the last 5 years, we had over 21,000 people who choose to move to St. Charles County. And some of them are on the younger side. That's where you get the little gem of St. Charles. From their first forward roll to their back handsprings, they work with children developing strength, coordination, and smiles along the way. The little gym is always a fun time.
Handing out popsicles.
There you go.
I like that. Frisella Nursery, located in Defiance, is a long-established garden center known for its wide selection of locally grown plants and landscaping services. It's just a 15-minute drive from O'Fallon. This family-run nursery offers more than just perennials, trees, and shrubs. It is a destination for unique gifts, houseplants, and some inspiration for your outdoor spaces. Look at all those. I want some of those flowers.
How about that? That is gorgeous. I'm sure some folks would say, hey, can I take those home with me? That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, look good on my porch.
For more than 40 years, Superior Transportation Services has been one of the most trusted towing, recovery, and heavy equipment transport providers in the St. Louis metro area. They are headquartered right here in the great city of O'Fallon. They serve drivers, fleets, contractors, municipalities, logistics companies with fast response times, certified operators, and one of the most diverse towing and transportation fleets in Missouri. Those trucks look sharp. Hey, Joe's got somebody on a horse.
We are here with Ashley Meyer from H&M Farm and her beautiful horse. What's our horse's name today?
This is Sissy.
And Sissy, and you are out here kind of bringing up the caboose of this whole train here. How does it feel to see all of this in front of you, all these people around you on the 4th of July?
Oh, it's amazing. The horses are wonderful, and the people, and it's amazing.
And so the horses have they've had no trouble with all the folks and didn't get spooked or anything?
Nope, they've been great. They've been great, really. They haven't spooked or anything.
That's perfect. Well, happy 4th to you. Thanks for coming out for us today. Happy 4th to you back there in the booth. I believe I'm out.
We are coming up to the tail end of our parade this year. What a great day this has been.
Look at the horse's feet, or their hooves.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I like that.
But I know
and
they
the
have
pony.
They have pedicures. Is that a pony?
Aww.
Look at her. They have right-sized ponies for you. You got to love that.
I don't see anyone following with a shovel.
Hopefully they took care of that early, right? They took the horses out for a walk earlier today. Well, this has been a fantastic parade.
It has been.
I appreciate the fact of the clouds that broke through, gave us a little bit of a break. That wind that came through.
It feels really nice. Beautiful day. I mean, it's cooler, there's a breeze. America's 250th.
You gotta love it.
What more can you ask for?
The 250th birthday of America. Kansas is going to be headlining the stage tonight at the Heritage and Freedom Fest. We hope that you get a chance to go enjoy it. It has been so nice hanging out with you again this year.
I know, we had a great time.
Hopefully we get to do this again next year. I don't know how you top 250, but I don't know. With the O'Fallon Heritage and Freedom Fest crew, I think they'll figure out a way to do it. I want to say a special thanks to all of the O'Fallon Communications Department folks who put this together. We appreciate you. Again, thank you to Assumption Catholic Church. They have been fantastic partners. Father Nick and all of his crew here. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been able to live stream this. Doing a parade live is a huge undertaking.
Yes, it is.
So we appreciate all the partnerships. I appreciate all the crew. We appreciate the judges. We hope you have a fantastic 250th and happy birthday to America.
That's right. Happy 250th.
Take care, everybody.